Nesh Kadet, people.
Tap.
Tap. Obadi Ghani. Thank you for coming out. I guess as I close out my present public ministry over the next couple of months, the people are going to start dwindling down to the amount of people that started me out 20 years ago. About 2 or 3 people, me talking crazy stuff, and hoping it got through. If it gets too warm, y'all let me know, and we'll turn the fan back on, definitely. This is going to be a very special thing I had promised to do, specifically because of what has been taking place. So for this particular last round, I am not totally and completely leaving the scene. I'm becoming more private with what I'm going to do. I'm going to do private enclaves, not large open enclaves. Instead of the large teaching formats, small enclaves, 5 to 10 people who really want to deal with the study. So if there are people who are interested in that, they should let me know until such time as I, got the call to move. So I dedicate this last lecture here to, first and foremost, you brothers and sisters who have been here from the beginning. I dedicate it to my father, who passed at the end of last year. Didn't get a chance to actually see me in action, though he read some of my works. The title today will be, and we could take down these lights here, because these lights are going to be enough.
Because when you cut that out, all the lights shut down.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Can everybody see that? They're cool with that. All right. We're going to do this in 2 parts. Part 1, a resurrection of reason in the reign of ignorance. From Generation X to Generation Y to the terminal vision of Generation Z. And I am dedicating this moment because after I do the formal part of what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to get into something that we're going to try to do together, which is reason and build together. We haven't done that in a while, and we don't have many enclaves where we can free up to speak on levels such as what we're about to approach. Part 2 is going to be dedicated to alchemic thought. Alchemic thought being the exercise of reformulating the consciousness of matter and the light code reality matrix. This is where we're going to examine how thought works and how you may heal yourself, how you may bring your environment into harmony, what is necessary for you to become aware of in your thinking process so that you become more and more aware of who you are in relationship to the true dynamics. I'm talking about serious truth, not just the things that you think are true, but what you must access specifically and directly as truth. So again, the resurrection of reason in the reign of ignorance, and alchemic thought reformulating the consciousness of matter, and the light code reality matrix. I'm going to put this down formally first, and then part 2 we're going to kind of interchange on some topics that I put down some summaries to, and then we're going to speak on it. So, to the brothers and sisters, thank you once again for participating, at least with me here and out there in your living rooms, for sharing your precious attention with me. I'd like to thank the Creator, the ancestors, as my father went before, and my children, and the Queen, Dr. Nalani, and all of my brothers and soldiers, sister soldiers out there in the front. I want to take me a little moment here to call out some of the brothers that have and sisters that have helped me on this journey and have given me an access to you. A lot of the brothers who sell the tapes out there on the street corners, a lot of the people who are out there in the heat and in the smoke and in the stench of traffic, these brothers and sisters don't get the kind of recognition because they're the frontline troops that get the information to the people that are being blocked from the people. And we have to support them as much as possible. Just go by because they have the current news of the day. That's your newspaper stand right there. They're going to tell you what's true, what's real. So, sticking with formality, I'd like to give thanks and big ups to Brother Bruce and Brother Jack and Soul Brothers Boutique for their kind invitation here today. Want to thank basically a brother who in the last group a long time ago was responsible for actually getting the metaphysical energy out to the people. He and Brother Leon had taken the information and believed in the information and went out there with it, and that was Brother Big Man. Brother Big Man has been a constant liaison to me from the time years ago, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, when he knew what we were doing from back, going down by the slave theater and doing it back then, back when, the metaphysics was not as deeply entrenched in the community. This brother was out front. And I also want to thank Brother Sarnetta for what he has been doing and what he was doing when he called and approached me at that time to come and do some private things so that we could get that information out to the people. I also want to give thanks to Eye Opener Productions, Brother Shabazz, Brother Chris, and Brother Black Dot, who approached me after there had been a lull in the metaphysical community, when there was this kind of void. And they said, let's resurrect it, because the youth did not have that bridge from the older metaphysicians to the younger ones. These younger brothers approached me, and we put together something, and then it began to resuscitate. I'd like to thank Sister Medina Renee and Brother Marvin Chambers for the works that they have done and to organize information for me. Brother Nkosi Kimati and Brother Jay, just recently, for calling me and keeping me up to date on a lot of things. Brother Teferu Azar, Kamar Vudon, and those brothers that, again, keep me in touch with what's going on, the immediacy of the day. I want to give a big shout out to my brother, my kind of twin in the metaphysics, Brother Bobby Hemmett. He and I, went down into the trenches and been out there fighting all kinds of demons, both on the invisible realm and the visible realm, to maintain and to push things forward for us. Big ups to the brother for all the work that he has done. I want to give a shout out to Brother Panic, because I know that brother is going to be coming up and coming soon. There's a lot of torch passing that we are going to be handing over to, and these brothers again are keeping it up. Brother Mbwebe, Javon Buckner, and sisters like Joy Leary. Now, I had a chance to listen to Joy, and other than the Christian situation and where the churches are, I think that sister has a lot to say, because she's trying to bring it from a quasi-metaphysical perspective.